Ramzan Kadyrov, leader of Russia's Chechnya region, said a military university in the city of Gudermes had been attacked by a drone. The roof of a building at the university, named after Russian President Vladimir Putin, caught fire, but there were no casualties, Kadyrov said on Telegram. Kadyrov also claims all was shot down and everything is fine. The attack has drawn attention to the ongoing security challenges in the region, although it remains unclear who is responsible for the drone strike, and now there is a real possibility that this attack came from opposing forces from Ingushetia. Fine. Ukrainians don't need to waste drones. Explosions were heard in temporarily occupied Crimea, with the occupation authorities reporting the threat of a missile attack. An air raid warning was also issued in Sevastopol. Up to 20 explosions were reported in Jankoy and the surrounding area, and up to 8 explosions in the Simferopol and Chervonovardiska districts, as well as in the village of Hvardisky and in Simferopol, near the airport. Local residents noted that the first explosion in Hvardiska was very powerful. It was reported that there are Russian air bases located in Jankoy, Simferopol, and Hvardiska. The railway bridge in temporarily occupied Berdiansk was blown up thanks to a special operation by the local resistance movement and the defense intelligence of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine. This bridge was used by the Russian army for transporting military cargo, according to an informed source. As a result of successful sabotage actions, the railway viaduct bridge, located between the Vodokanal water channel building and the car wash on Skidny Avenue, was blown up, the source stated. According to the source, the destruction of the bridge completely paralyzed rail traffic to Berdiansk, resulting in the inability to transport fuel, lubricants, weapons, and ammunition for the occupying forces in the temporarily occupied Ukrainian city. And although local occupation resources and propagandists claim that all the bridges are intact, they show no photos of the supposedly intact bridge, the source added. A Russian serviceman killed 10 of his comrades while they were asleep. On the night of October 26, 2024, near Novopokrovka in Zaporizhia region, Maxim Andreyovich Fedorenko, a soldier from the 2nd Assault Company V of the 38th Separate Motorized Rifle Brigade, shot 10 sleeping Russian servicemen in his unit and fled toward Polohi. A day earlier, in Kremyanoye Kursk region, Captain Dmitry Slepnev, deputy commander of the 810th Marine Brigade, was killed during a dispute at an observation post. Private Alexander Ryabov reportedly shot him 3 times in the head with an AK-74. Russian serviceman films a Ukrainian FPV drone landing on the side of a highway. Reportedly, the explosion is triggered by a magnetic contactless sensor. In this case, the Bukana was moving fast and managed to avoid the explosion.
Нихуя себе!
Another Russian mechanized assault, partially repelled by the 79th Brigade. Russian forces, including 13 armored vehicles, 4 tanks, a BMPT Terminator, and 4 motorcycles, launched an attack on Ukrainian positions. As a result of active defense, 9 Russian armored vehicles, 2 tanks, a Terminator, and 4 motorcycles were destroyed. 25 Russian soldiers were neutralized, with 23 more wounded. A Russian invader who survived another unsuccessful assault made the only right decision and surrendered to the paratroopers of the Ukrainian 79th Air Assault Brigade in the Kurakhove direction. The only right decision for Russians to survive in this war is to surrender. The President of Switzerland, Viola Amherd, stated that she favors reconsidering the ban on the re-export of Swiss-made weapons from other countries to Ukraine. Viola Amherd stated that the embargo is hurting Switzerland's industry and security. Personally, I think we need to make a step forward for our industry, Amherd added. As an example, she cited the Netherlands, which refused to buy Swiss weapons because of the re-export ban. She also added that the lack of procurement could lead to technological stagnation of the defense industry, which could entail problems with the country's security. Amherd emphasized that Switzerland will not directly sell or supply weapons to countries involved in war. The president added that Switzerland needs to invest more in the security of Europe and plans to strengthen its ties with partners, including NATO. In the last 30 years, Switzerland has not invested enough in defense, and we need to catch up, she said. At the end of September, Militarny reported that most European countries had begun to refuse weapons manufactured by Swiss companies. This step is primarily due to the ban on the re-export of weapons to Ukraine, which is causing outrage among many European users of Swiss weapons. Germany, which has the closest ties with the defense industry and Swiss-made products among all European countries, is the most dissatisfied. Currently, Germany does not consider Switzerland a reliable partner, as the country has banned the supply of certain weapons, fearing that Germany may re-export them to Ukraine. In addition to Germany, in 2023, the Netherlands completely abandoned the purchase of Swiss weapons after Switzerland blocked the export of 96 Leopard 1 tanks stored in Italy. Yet another Russian attack on Ukrainian cities last night. Russia struck the private sector in Kharkiv. 4 dead bodies, 2 women and 2 men, were pulled from under the rubble. 2 houses were destroyed, 20 were damaged. There may still be people under the rubble. According to preliminary data, Russia used a Grom-E-1 hybrid missile. In Kiev, 6 people were injured. 1 man was hospitalized. A drone fragment hit his artery. As a result of the fall of the drone debris, a gas pipe on the front of a 9-story building was depressurized, causing a fire in a store. 3 parked cars also caught fire. In Kryvyi Rih, Russia killed 1 person and injured 14 others. Rescuers rescued 5 people and handed them over to emergency medical services. 11 apartment buildings, outbuildings, a medical clinic, and cars were damaged. About 12 garages were destroyed. A residential building and outbuildings caught fire on a total area of 500 square meters.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.